Welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you guys are having an awesome day as always. Let's just hop into it. We're looking at one of the most sought after pennies that you could possibly look for and that coin collectors will pay big money for in all kinds of different conditions. So we're going to look at this penny in different conditions and tell you the values of them. So here is a 1955 doubled die penny. Now, this is one of the most famous pennies you could possibly look for. So we'll see the doubling there on the date, 1955 itself, very extreme doubling on the word liberty, and the rest of the lettering on the obverse of the coin. So in God we trust there is doubled as well. So you can see that this penny is not in very good condition. And unfortunately, someone cleaned this coin to try to make it look nicer. So do not clean your coins. That will take away value from them. So if you just have one that's, in bad condition, just get it graded if you find a 1955 double die like this. Definitely do not clean it. So this does not have a grade because of it being cleaned. It is authenticated by NGC. It's got AU details, but it's authenticated as a doubled die obverse. This coin sold for $1,200 at auction because of that mint error, that doubling there. So keep in mind, when they grade these coins, the coin grading companies, they are going to either grade a coin at a brown, this is for pennies, they're going to grade a penny at a brown, red-brown, or red. So this picture here from Spruce Crafts is a good kind of guide to go by. You'll see the bottom row there. That's what a brown penny looks like. They look brown. And then the top row there is red. Very nice looking pennies, right? And then the in-betweeners, I like to call them, are going to be red-brown. So brown is kind of like the worst, right? It depends on the grade population and things like that of what pennies will sell for, of course, and the date, the mint error, all those things go into affect a coin's value. But this does as well when it comes to pennies. So if you have, let's just use the coin we're talking about, a 1955 double die obverse. If you have one that's at a brown and you have one that's at a red, the red is going to pretty much always sell for a lot more money than a brown. But because the coin was cleaned, that does take away value. But let's move on to the next one. This one also does not have a grade. It's graded by PCGS as a genuine double die obverse, but it doesn't have a grade because it has so much environmental damage to the coin. Look at this. Imagine how many hands this coin went through. And so many people passed it up. Man, could you just imagine if they would have, kept it or found it when it was in really good condition? This coin, even in this condition with this much damage, still sold for $1,500. So, of course, it matters when the coin sells, the auction, the demand at the time the coin sells, things like that. So, let's keep moving on here. This is a much better conditioned example. Although it is graded at a brown, it still has a pretty decent grade for a coin like this. It's graded at an AU 58. Now, keep in mind, a mint state 70 is the highest grade you can get. This is at a 58, so it is, pretty decent grade. And this coin sold for $2,600 at auction, a $2,600 penny there. All right, moving on to another one. Now, this is also a AU 58 brown grade. So two of the same exact grades here by NGC. The only difference is one sold for a little over $2,600. This one sold for closer to $2,900. So again, it depends on the demand, how many are on the market at the time people are buying these. But these will always sell in all kinds of different conditions because there's such a demand for the 1955 double die obverse by collectors. So $2,880 for that coin, $2,880. Now, we're getting into mint state grades here. So this one is graded at a red-brown, and it does have a mint state 63 grade. So that will help the value tremendously in comparison to the other pennies that we just looked at in their conditions or their grades. This coin ended up selling for over $4,000 at auction, with that Mint State 63 red-brown grade. Now this next coin here, even though it's graded at a brown, it's sold for over $7,000 at auction, $7,200 to be exact. Now this coin is in an older holder, so really some collectors like having the older holders. You know, can give more value to the coin, of course, in some cases. This is graded at a Mint State 64. So the last one was at a 63 red-brown. This is at a 64 brown. So one grade higher, but it's a brown as opposed to a red-brown. $7,200 penny there. Now moving on to a red grade. Now this is when you get into very, very expensive coins for something like this, a 1955 double die. This coin is graded by PCGS at a Mint State 64 red. So again, we have a 64 grade, but it's not a brown. It's graded at a red. And that is a huge difference for coins like this. I mean, this coin sold for over $28,000 at auction. 28 grand. So when you guys are getting your coins graded and things like that, I do have coin grading videos here on the channel, Couch Collectibles Coin Grading. You can just type that in. But 2 days from now, we are uploading another coin grading video. So you guys have to come back and check that out. That's going to be a good one. We're going to be looking at different graded pennies and kind of dive into what these things are selling for, the grade populations. We're really going to look at that because we talk about grade populations all the time, but we never really look at a specific coin and show you guys the different values with the grade population chart. So that's going to be important. Make sure you guys come back for that. If you guys inherit coin collections, purchase coin collections, anything like that, feel free to watch the rest of the videos here on the page. We're showing you guys rare coins that sell for a lot of money and what to look for on coins that can give your coins a lot of value. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.